There are things we carry for years without even realizing how heavy they've become. Old wounds, hidden guilt, pain disguised as strength. Have you ever noticed how certain emotions turn into invisible chains that hold you back? Sometimes what's keeping you stuck isn't the world out there. It's what's happening inside. The resentment you pretend you forgot. That person you keep around even though you know they're hurting you. Or maybe just a thought, a fear, a habit. Something small that quietly eats away at your peace. And here's the hard truth. You will never truly grow if you keep holding on to this. As long as you don't have the courage to cut what's weakening you, you'll stay in the same place, pretending everything's fine, while life moves on. Growth requires sacrifice. Evolution demands letting go. And sometimes, your biggest breakthrough starts when you finally release what's been holding you down. Want to change? Then start now by removing this from your life. Have you ever stopped to think about how many things you're still carrying, even though deep down you know they no longer make sense in your life? How many times have you felt stuck, lost, or even suffocated, and yet you chose to stay exactly where you are? Same habits, same people, same thoughts. The truth is, a lot of people think growth is just about gaining more. More money, more status, more recognition. But real growth, the kind that actually transforms you, starts with what you choose to let go of. Yes, that's right. It's not about what you add, it's about what you're brave enough to remove. Today, you're going to understand why your evolution feels stuck. Why even when you try, nothing seems to change. Why your mind feels overloaded, your routine feels empty, and your soul lacks peace. The answer might be hard to hear, but it's simple. You're carrying dead weight, people who drain you, memories that paralyze you, patterns that sabotage you. And until you find the courage to release what's holding you back, you won't move forward. In this video, we're going to talk exactly what needs to be removed from your life so you can finally grow. We'll use principles from Stoicism, an ancient, practical, and powerful philosophy to help you clear your mind, your energy, and your path. Because the Stoic knows it's not about controlling everything. It's about learning to control yourself. It's about facing the truth even when it hurts, about cutting out what's poisoning your soul, about stopping the escape and finally taking charge of your own life. So if you've ever felt tired of running in circles, if you're craving peace, clarity, and direction, stay with me until the end. This might be the exact conversation you've been needing to hear.
How many times have you felt trapped in a life that just doesn't move forward? Like every day is just a repeat of the last. Like you're trying, pushing, doing your best, but nothing ever really changes. You feel like you're sabotaging yourself, but you don't know why. It's like there's something invisible pulling you down, something you can't quite name, but you feel it quietly killing your growth. Now imagine this. Someone wakes up every day thinking, today will be different. They drink their coffee, check their phone, get lost in social media, think about all the dreams they once had, then give up again. They still carry old grudges, blame themselves for past mistakes, stay in draining relationships, and surround themselves with habits that numb their pain, but also sabotage their future. That person could be you. Or at least the version of you that needs to be left behind. Because the truth is, your stagnation isn't bad luck. It's consequence, a direct result of everything you're still holding on to. Maybe you're trying to evolve while carrying the emotional baggage of a version of yourself that should have died a long time ago. Maybe you're trying to climb a mountain with chains around your feet. And worse, maybe you don't even realize how familiar those chains have become. Here's the harshest part about stagnation. It disguises itself as comfort. You get used to the pain, used to living small, used to surviving instead of thriving. You get used to going through the motions, avoiding hard conversations, keeping people around who make you feel less, and settling for emotional scraps. But here's the problem with all of that. You weren't born to survive. You were born to grow. And every time you keep something that should have been let go a long time ago, you're sabotaging your own evolution. So the question you need to ask yourself is simple but brutal. What am I still holding on to that should have already been gone?
In the midst of all this pain, all this inner struggle, Stoicism offers us a light, a way out of the invisible prison we often don't even realize we're trapped in. The turning point, the one that changes everything, happens when we finally understand. We don't control external circumstances, but we always have power over our mind, our choices, and our reactions. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This isn't just some ancient advice, it's a wake-up call. Because the pain of stagnation doesn't lie in the chains themselves, it lies in our acceptance of them. What paralyzes us isn't what happens, it's how we choose to react to what happens. And once you understand that, everything changes. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start becoming the commander of your own mind. You begin to see that the emotions sabotaging you, the fear that traps you, they're just reflections of how you choose to interpret the world. Epictetus once taught, it's not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them. That Stoic shift is powerful because it pulls your attention away from what you can't control, the past, toxic people, your losses, and brings it back to what you can change, right now, your mind. That's the key to finally letting go of everything that's keeping you from evolving. It's not easy, it's not fast, but it's freeing. From this awareness, you begin to dismantle, piece by piece, the invisible chains that have kept you stuck. You start to see that true power isn't out there, it's in you. It's not about the circumstances trying to break you. It's about reclaiming control over your life, your mind, and finally starting to evolve.
Now that you understand the Stoic mindset shift, let's dive even deeper into this teaching, so it doesn't just stay theoretical, but becomes real action in your life. Stoicism teaches us that true control lies in how we respond to challenges, not in eliminating the challenges themselves. This means that even in the worst situations, you can choose to act with wisdom, calm, and focus. It's not about avoiding pain, but learning to handle it in a way that doesn't paralyze you. For example, imagine you face harsh criticism at work or in your personal life. The natural reaction might be frustration, anxiety, or even defeat. Stoicism suggests that instead of letting these emotions consume you, you pause and ask yourself, does this criticism affect me because I allow it? What can I learn from it? How can I use this situation to grow? This practice of self-questioning creates mental space that turns problems into opportunities. You gain control over your emotions and stop being a hostage to circumstances. Another practical application is the daily habit of identifying what's within your control and what's not. You can't control traffic, other people's behavior, or unexpected events, but you can control your patience, your attitude, and your choices in those moments.
Start with small daily practices. When something slips out of your control, take a deep breath, acknowledge what's happening, and shift your energy to what depends on you. This builds resilience and prepares you for bigger challenges ahead. Also, write a daily list of what you can control that day and focus your energy only on those things. This helps avoid mental exhaustion from useless worries and boosts your productivity and peace of mind. The true power of Stoicism lies in this constant practice, this daily training to strengthen mind and spirit. It's not a quick fix, but a steady path for anyone who truly wants to grow and break free. By applying these teachings, you start to remove from your life everything that holds you back: fear, anxiety, insecurity. You begin to live with more clarity, purpose, and courage to move forward, even when the path feels tough. That's the transformation Stoicism offers, not the elimination of pain, but the conquest of inner freedom.
We've reached the moment to close this journey with a deep reflection on everything we've explored so far. Think about what it truly means to evolve in life. It's not just about hitting external goals, acquiring possessions, or gaining status. True evolution happens within you, in how you face challenges, in the choices you make when adversity strikes. Stoicism teaches us that life is full of inevitable obstacles, but suffering doesn't come from the events themselves. It comes from how we react to them. When we realize control lies in our minds, that we can choose our response to any situation, we become truly free. This inner freedom is what separates those who remain stuck from those who move forward, those who let fear dominate from those who act with courage. The secret is letting go of what holds you back: negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, unrealistic expectations, everything blocking your growth. Remember Epictetus's words: "It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them." This teaching captures the essence of change, transforming how we think and feel so that nothing external can steal our peace. Now, reflect with me. What are you still holding inside that's stopping your growth? Which belief, which fear, which habit needs to be released so you can really move forward? The answer to this question might be the very first step toward lasting and real transformation. Think about it, because only when you're willing to let go of what limits you can you truly grow. If this video touched you in any way, please leave a like to help more people discover this powerful message. Comment down below, have you ever experienced something similar, or do you know someone who needs to hear this? Share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more reflections that can transform your life. Hit the notification bell so you never miss new content. Your evolution starts now.